Good morning, everyone. I am the Crypto Insider, recording from the wild and wonderful city of Austin, Texas. How is everyone today? It is Tuesday, March 10th, and I am back with another cryptocurrency video regarding some things going on in the space. We'll have a few articles today for you, and we'll cover what's going on with the price action. Before we do that, as always, I like to point out that we do donate to charity for each new subscriber to the channel. We donate that Good XRP. They break it down, send it off to, I think it's 9 different charities. And so we donate a little bit of XRP for each new subscriber. It helps them get their mission accomplished, helps all these wonderful charities that you see on the screen in front of you, and it helps us get subscribers, and it helps you get notified when we make new content. So that is a triple win, a win-win-win. You don't see that often. So very good stuff. We like doing it, and we're going to keep doing it. I should also say that I'm not a registered investment advisor, certified financial planner, bookkeeper, accountant. I don't do any of that sort of thing. But I am someone who's worked in the fintech space with major Fortune 500 banks for the past 17 years. Many of them are Ripple partners. And sometimes we get a little glimpse into what they're thinking or where their heads are at. And if I can get any of that, I will pass it on to you, provided it's not client-specific information that causes me to violate a confidentiality agreement and lose my job. But anything short of that, I will definitely share. Let's go to the live Coin Watch page. This starts us out just about every day. Bitcoin dominance was up over 65% for a little bit, so it's actually gaining a little bit with this recent volatility. XRP sitting up 4% from wherever it was yesterday. We were just about at the 20-cent mark yesterday. Today we're at 21.5. And sometimes, it goes green and then it goes red. It goes green and then it goes red. Probably before, our very eyes, we'll see some changing here. Bitcoin reclaiming a little bit from yesterday, leading the charge probably 81.31 is where it sits. Still down, quite a bit down from just a few weeks ago. You can see this chart here on the right of this huge dip. And pretty much every chart is just following Bitcoin down the rabbit hole there. I don't know. I didn't really look for any huge gains. Tezos making a comeback, but still down from its all-time high. It's sitting at $2.71. It is one of our favorite cryptos here at the channel, our favorite being XRP, but we do have positions in other coins. Link has come back a little bit to 412, up 5.6%. Link actually disappeared from Live Coin Watch earlier. I was refreshing, and it wasn't even listed at all. But now they've got it back, so it looks like everything is working. Let's see, any other huge gains? Monocoin, 16%. That's not bad. I'm not invested in their Kyber, surprisingly, 17%. Up 1.38% on the hour, sitting at 78 cents. I do have some Kyber, whatever. I think I bought $20 or $30 worth when it was listed on Coinbase. HBAR slipping a few in the market cap, down 2.27 on the day, 3.11% on the hour, sitting at 0.047 cents. It was about at 5.5 cents, maybe a little more last week, but there'll be more news coming with HBAR. I'm pretty sure of that, and I think it's going to raise more in the market cap. I think we were up to I don't know what position we were up to, but I think we were up. I think we passed Bitcoin Gold at some point there with HBAR. So, a little bit of positive activity in the market. It's better than the complete sell-offs we've been having. The indicators here on Coinalyze for XRP are green over the past hour. We've got some overboughts in our oscillators. We're looking better than we were. We did break that 20-cent mark apparently, and we were down to 0.197. So that's the lowest you probably could have picked up XRP for in the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. So there was definitely some buying opportunity. I'm sure some people took advantage of it. Buy the dips, buy low, sell high. That's really investing 101. I have two stories. The first one's very interesting to me because, as I used to say in my earlier videos, it's the emotion, the psychology of investing is really interesting to me, more so than which investment am I going to make the most money off of and all that. Ripple's XRP major supporter Tiffany Hayden sells all of her XRP holdings. The self-proclaimed Ripple's XRP CEO Tiffany Hayden has ditched her position on grounds of being bullied by the XRP community. In a series of tweets, she explained her experience ever since she began complaining about some flaws with the system, where the XRP community was harsh on her. Now, I agree with her contextually here. I'm probably the only one in the community that will. If somebody even perceives, even if you're not saying something negative about XRP or Ripple, but somebody perceives it that you are, oh my God, it's like you better hide because they just all go crazy. We had that guy last week leaving comments, he was just nuts. And of course, I'm unsubscribing and don't bother replying and this sort of thing to the comment, which is, not what we really do here at the Crypto Insider channel. If you want to be, in that mental space of, that's very similar to me. I've worked with law enforcement in the past a lot, and that's very similar to like a domestic abuser. I'm going to get this point of view out here, and you're not allowed to respond to it. And we don't do that here at the channel. We responded anyways. But people get really personal and protective of XRP. And I can understand that because I do too. I think it's a great technology, and I think it's a revolutionary technology. But she must have found something she didn't like, and the XRP community didn't like that. According to the tweets, Hayden, who was considered a major supporter of the XRP project, sold off her XRP holdings. However, her sell-off might not have been a big blow, as no considerable or observed change was observed in the larger XRP market. So she probably wasn't a whale. I guess she was running a validator or something like that. But here's what's more interesting to me in all of this is that this is the prime example of what not to do. So, I'm going to be a little bit harsh on Tiffany. I'm not going to attack her kids or anything like that. I'm not even going to be really harsh on her. I'm just going to say that this is the reason, when you hear people in any market or investment market say that 90% of people are going to lose, this really speaks to that and really shines a spotlight on that. Here we have somebody that's taking what should probably be a long-term investment or a long-term position, and they're making decisions about that long-term position based off of short-term emotional happenings and opinions. Now, she's having trouble with Ripple, or she believes she's uncovered a vulnerability. That's one thing. She claims that there are gatekeepers who have excluded her from network after she spun an expensive validator to assist in identified vulnerabilities. I don't know how true that is. I haven't really seen Ripple respond to it. Maybe they did. I missed it, but That seems to be something that you would want to work out with them. But and if they're excluding her, that's one thing. I would like to see that. Or is it her perception that they are excluding her, and that's causing her to waver and sell all of her holdings, and that's fine. I also have a video on emotional investing, and you know at the end of the day, your peace of mind and well-being is what's most important. And if selling your holdings, even at a loss, is going to bring you into a space where, your existence is better, then do it by all means. So I agree with her from that standpoint. I don't know Tiffany Hayden. I've never spoken with Tiffany Hayden. I'm just saying, it, your health is more important than whatever gain that XRP is going to give you financially, or not only XRP, but whether it's Apple stock or whatever investment you're into. But this is a prime example of what not to do in emotional investing, in my opinion. Again, I'm not a stockbroker or anything. Hedera Hashgraph market cap tops 160 million. And this is just a story that confirms that HBAR has moved up the market cap. We were in front of Bitcoin Gold at one point, but now it looks like we might have slipped a spot or two. Once you get around that 160 million mark, there are a few coins that are sitting right in there. So any price movement positive is probably going to, if you can get to 170 million in market cap, you can probably get to 171. So it's not uncommon for it, when it jumps, to jump up a few spaces or down a few spaces. I think we'll be seeing that. Also, I've heard that the CoinX exchange is now live with or going live with HBAR. They're going to be trading HBAR on that exchange. So it's making its way around the exchanges, and it's getting more news and more traction. I look every day for HBAR news, and some days there just aren't any because it's relatively new. But when there is, I like to throw it out there. The same thing with Tezos and Chainlink. I'm always looking for news on those currencies as well. If you have any crypto-related projects going on or any currencies you'd like me to look at, I would be happy to do so, not from a technical analysis point of view, although I may watch a technical analysis video on that, but I'm more interested in the fundamental use cases of these coins and which ones, and that really drives which ones I think will be winners and losers more than short-term technical analysis. In any case, there's my music. I will be signing off shortly. Go ahead, like and subscribe. I'll pop up some videos on the screen so you can continue your crypto insider journey, and we will see you tomorrow.